Hello, I'm Patsy Fletcher. I serve as a member of the Emergency Support Function 3 Permanent Cadre. As an ESF-3 team leader, I am normally deployed to a state or FEMA office following an event. In that capacity, I am acutely aware of how critical safety is to our execution of FEMA mission assignments in response to the needs of disaster survivors. Prior to becoming a member of the Permanent Cadre, I was the emergency manager for Memphis District. In 2005, our district was responsible for establishing the Recovery Field Office in Louisiana in response to Hurricane Katrina. That experience has influenced my appreciation for the safety community of practice perhaps more than any other single event in my career. I'd like to share a few of my lessons learned from that experience with you. First, for our volunteers who will be deploying to the field, I implore you to take the medical screening very seriously. Answer any and all questions honestly. As you fill out the questionnaire, ask yourself what would happen if a medical problem occurred in the field. Also, if you are not following the guidelines established by our safety personnel and you are subsequently in an accident, what happens? The bottom line is that we are there working for disaster survivors, trying to help them recover and get their communities restored. Any time wasted due to an accident or situation that could have been prevented is time taken away from our true purpose, helping the survivors. Secondly, for our emergency managers, please ensure that any personnel that are nominated have received the proper medical clearance for the type of work that they are being deployed to perform. For Katrina, our Recovery Field Office was approximately 1,300 people strong. As the EM for that event, I had several events that were quite scary in all honesty. We had a QA in the field who suffered from a stroke. Upon investigation, it turned out that he had been cleared for office duty only. I took it very personally that we had let that happen. After that incident, we ensured that medical clearance for all in-processing personnel was closely scrutinized. In some cases, we were able to find other jobs for people who did not have the proper clearance for the tasker they had been assigned. Yes, we made it happen. However, think of the time that was spent finding a suitable work location for responders rather than focusing on the mission at hand. In closing, I want to thank our safety community of practice for their vigilance in helping us make deployments as safe as possible, and for constantly striving to improve our deployment practices. Safety is critical, especially in the extreme working conditions following a disaster.